Hi everyone, I hope you can hear me loud and clear. Very excited. We are back. We are back again once more for the second time. Yeah, this is a sequel. This is Bhool Bhulaiya 2. Abhish's Bhool Bhulaiya 1. Wait, technically this is Bhool Bhulaiya 2. No, wait. Okay, this is Bhool Bhulaiya 3. Thank you so much for watching Bhool Bhulaiya 3, guys, of YouTube Lives. Ashutosh Gautam AOT, ये तो मस्त है रे, मस्त था. AOT, I don't think anybody who is on the show watches, but we'll talk about that. CFC Blues, wow, on time, amazing. Rahul Lutaki says, what's going on? Nothing much, just the stream. It's all exciting, guys. Before I begin, a few things to mention what we're going to be talking about. Many things to cover in the world. We're going to be talking about motivational speaking. We're going to talk about a weird video that surfaced about Salman Khan doing some random shit. We'll talk about that. We'll also talk about the India-South Africa match yesterday. We'll talk about Amber Heard getting proposals. Very many things to talk about. Just before I bring on, please give likes so the algorithms can be defeated. Defeat the algorithms, friends. You can do it. I believe in you. CFC Blue says Sandeep Maheshwari. No, he's not on the panel. He didn't answer my calls because I didn't call him. It's very hard to answer somebody's calls when you don't talk to him. Rahul Luthaki says we need to talk about DK being back. Yes, Dinesh Karthik back yesterday, and Hardik Pandya didn't let him bat only. That's quite incredible stuff. Okay, so we are live. Give likes, and I'll bring on stuff. A couple of things I have to announce is I have a new book out called Vote for Punch, so go buy it if you want to buy it. It's on Amazon. It's basically stand-up comedy that I'd written down at the start of the pandemic. It's fun. It's not any stand-up that I'm doing right now, so it's quite fun. And I'm going to be touring pretty much everywhere. This Sunday, I'm going to be in Jaipur. So if you're in Jaipur, please come out. And then next week is 2 shows in Hyderabad. We should be adding a third because I think it's selling well. Next whole weekend, which is 18, 19, then Hyderabad, then Goa, then Ranchi, then Delhi, then Gurgaon, and I think Dubai and all should be coming up soon. Okay. Pinaki Gantayat says, please bring me up in panel. I will absolutely bring you up in panel. CFC Blues is a very important question to ask, which is, did you propose to Amber Heard? I did not, but we'll ask one of our panelists if they have. Okay, I'm going to bring on my first panelist. He arrived here first, so I will bring him in order. He is a writer of Shaitan Haveli, and also, from what I hear, some new show called Rudra. Were you involved in Rudra?
Yeah, I wrote dialogues for that.
You wrote dialogues for Rudra. Tell me one of the dialogues that you wrote for Rudra.
I wrote him saying "Tod Ford" in response to a character asking him how are you feeling, and then they took that and kind of made it the entire selling campaign of the show. Thanks for the Tod Ford response, and then a new Tod Ford season your way. So there were many Tod Ford puns that way. So I wrote that one word for sure, and then a few other jokes. Yeah, I wrote dialogues in all the episodes.
Oh my God! So your iconic dialogue has become like you know what? Wait, I'm going to reintroduce you. I'm going to bring you out of the stream and then bring you back in with a brand new introduction. Okay, one second. All right, he is one of the leading writers in dialogue, very famous, universally known for having written the Tod Ford dialogue in Rudra. Give it up for Chirag Mahabal. Oh my God, there he is.
Yay! It's just that it's not universally known that I wrote it. So
now it is.
So the thing is, like when you ask somebody, like my relatives ask me, like, what do you do for a living? Usually all my other cousins have jobs and they say like, I work at this so-and-so title at this company and this is my department, this is what I do. I have to be asked, tu wo episode mein kaun sa line tera hai? Because sab line mera nahi hai.
No, it's like asking somebody जो गाड़ी मैन्युफैक्चर करता है कि भाई तूने पहिया बनाया कि तूने क्या बनाया, तू मुझे दिखा. Yeah, so you are the guy who's like, नहीं वो साइड पहिए के साइड में that round thing that comes, मैंने वो बनाया.
हाँ, मैं स्टेंसिल लिया और नंबर प्लेट का सब मार्क किया उसके अंदर गाड़ी में.
Chirag Mahabal, the stencil number plate writer of writing. Okay. Also, we have Karthikeya Mishra, who's a member. Thank you so much, Karthikeya, for becoming a member. I'll keep answering questions slowly, but let me bring on my other guests. He has not written any dialogues for Rudra, but let's find out what kind of dialogues he's written. Comedian of note and also writer of note. His name appears in many writing things. Give it up for Siddharth Dudeja.
I,
Hi, Siddharth Dudeja. How's life?
I,
What have you written? Tell us a dialogue that you've written that is memorable.
my dialogues, none, man.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
मैं उल्टा तोड़-फोड़ यूज करता हूँ सब जगह. मेरा कोई डायलॉग अभी तक पॉपुलर नहीं हुआ, बट या you can go and try to make it popular on YouTube, I guess. मेरे वीडियोस देख लो. Not so subtle plugin.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, okay.
Would you like a receipt from the ATM, or do you want to save the environment?
Oh, अच्छा, okay then. देखा है, एक fan है मेरा at least इस दुनिया में.
What is this dialogue?
It's from my stand-up.
Oh, that way. Okay.
See, Sorabh, you need to do some R&D on your guest.
Sorabh is an R&D.
Okay, we have a chess noob saying this guy looks like soaked Karunesh. I don't know what that exactly means. But we accept that he looks
करने
like.
के बाद इंसान बड़ा हो जाता है ना, और तो like I think
हाँ.
Karunesh looks like a soaked me in that sense, I guess.
You look like the Kishmish version of Karunesh.
Okay.
Is that no?
I don't think so. मतलब then what
Yeah.
he is, if I'm Kishmish, is he like Kishmish बड़ा होके क्या बनता है?
He's a grape.
Okay, yeah,
Huh.
yes. Then yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, okay. We've solved it. See, that's a dialogue of mine that will be memorable.
Yeah.
All right. Our third panelist is also a writer and has written Push Pauli, as well as various other things that are stand-up specials on Amazon Prime, which I just saw 4 days back. Please give it up for Sumaira Sheikh.
Oh, whoa.
Hello! Hi.
Oh man, it's too loud.
I'm sorry. Because
not your
I'm
fault.
doing this. It's yeah, but I'm doing this after pandemic, so I don't know how camera works. I've not done
Yeah.
a stream in a really long time, so I'm checking my frame actually. Hi everyone. Hi.
Yes.
Hi.
Hi, Sumaira.
Tell us your
so,
memorable popular joke.
Yeah, popular dialogue. Any popular dialogue that you've written from Pushpavali that everybody remembers and is legendary like Tod Fod?
I think one thing that is legendary that I say is Dudeja chup karke baith. I think
Oh,
that really stuck with the scene. Dudeja se baat nahi karni chahiye. I think that really people remember.
Chirag has no context over this banter, Sumaira, but okay, sure.
I think
It's just nice to be a part of young people. कैसा बात करता है ऐसा. I just like to say.
Yeah, Sumaira, tu mein young hai.
Yes, woo.
Who's the youngest here, by the way? Is it? Okay, oh my! So I'm 40. Who's the youngest amongst us?
I'm 35.
35.
You're 35?
It's not.
इतना नहीं है.
Wow,
35.
man.
Yeah.
अच्छा ही
I
है.
didn't expect Chirag Mahabal to be so old.
What?
Look, somebody just told me the other day that you're looking young, and I'm like, yeah, okay.
Sorabh, the first email
Yeah.
you sent me was in the year 2006, so I don't know how you can believe that I'm not young anymore.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2006 में आप लोग first time email
Yeah.
exchange किया तो काफी time.
Saurabh, just because he called you an R&D, stop being a dick now. Stop being ageist.
Okay, I gotta come to it. Okay, there's this video that's been going around. This is the first video I want to show all of you. Okay, now I just got sent this by 4 people this morning, and this is Salman Khan at I think IFA or something like that, getting angry with the I think the host. So I just want to show you this video, and I would love feedback because I think all of us have been in this situation in a roundabout way, in some way. Okay, so this is Salman Khan getting angry with the anchor for some random reason.
Please show.
Show. Adab.
What my mornings are about.
Keep quiet. He's bored us to death. How do you manage to do these things?
सर आपसे सीखा सर.
So much. हाँ? मुझसे इतना कुछ सीख लिया तुमने.
It's a big day. We've got all the fans of Yas
Yeah,
Island
Para.
waiting for you.
ये आईफा वाले भी नहीं मानते. हर एक आईफा में इसको लेके आते हैं. It is that वो lull है ना before the storm that you guys are going to create tomorrow. That ये lull period है इसका.
Wow, this is I think IPA Technical Awards. Ooh, the
Okay,
one
so
I've written in the past.
I thought technical award Zoom पे ही हो गया था.
Oh, okay.
but I think they had technical difficulties, so they had to move it offline.
Ooh.
Thank you so much. Thank you. See,
They just called them. WhatsApp पे एक group बना.
Uh,
they're going like, dude, but okay, listen. Here's the thing. I saw this video in the morning, and the comments are amazing because now people are. I think after the Will Smith incident, people are like, let's do everything to equate everything to Will Smith. So one lady is
Yeah.
commenting that disgraceful behavior, and Salman should be banned from ever doing award shows again. And I'm like,
Yeah.
dude, there's a difference between slapping a person and saying stuff.
yeah.
But have you seen what otherwise Salman has done? Like compared to that, this is Salman
Yeah.
decent.
Yeah,
This
this
is
is
Salman
great.
actually. This is actually Salman being great. That's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
I mean, otherwise तो सलमान तो चाटा लगा देता है. Like Will Smith तो
हाँ.
बाद में लगाया. सलमान तो पहले से चाटे लगा रहा है लोगों को.
My most favorite Salman video ever is one I think Zoom or some anchor goes to Salman and he's like really bored. Okay, he's like पक चुका है and she's like आप सुना है आप favorite आप बिरयानी आपको बहुत पसंद है बॉम्बे में आपकी favorite बिरयानी कहाँ है? Isn't he's bored? He's like Galaxy Apartments first floor. Like that.
That's a cloud kitchen.
Like
Dude, but like you know what I saw this. So first of all, okay, this is a few things I have to observe. Okay, and I think this is a great question which has come from Suvi, who says, what would be your reply to this? What would be your reply to Salman saying that bore kar raha hai? Right now, it's completely out of the blue. Right, if you're on stage and Salman or somebody tells you ki bore kar raha hai, what would be your response?
just like your films. That's right. नहीं.
Really? So I have been in these. By the way, I have been in exactly the same kind of situation, but with a different star. So actually, it's quite a coincidence. So Karunesh Talwar, Amog Ranadive, and myself went to Shah Rukh Khan's house in the year 2012.
Oh, I know this story. I didn't know you were also there.
हाँ, कवि शास्त्री भी था उधर पे.
Okay.
तो उसको सब सुना रहा. तो मैं opening bit ये लोग ने लिखा था करुणेश और अमोग ने, and I had written some gag with the student of the year, kids having first world problems, ऐसा कुछ मैं gag लिखा था. वो आया ही नहीं क्योंकि ये लोग के कुछ ऐसा काफी epic narration के बाद शाहरुख खान ने लिटरली बोल दिया ब्रो ये सब नहीं करने का हम लोग को, you know, ये क्या लेके आया तुम लोग, ठीक है. फिर कवि शास्त्री उधर से हाँ नहीं अभी हम फर्स्ट ड्राफ्ट है सब फिक्स करेगा ये सब, लेकिन by the next day I think we were replaced by Hussain had replaced all three of them. Yeah. So my whole thing was sir मैं changes कर दूंगा. This is what would be my response to Salman Khan saying bore कर रहा.
But Shah Rukh Khan already has told you bore कर रहा है, so you're a legend. If
मेरे को
not
नहीं पता भाई,
Salman,
मेरा तो स्क्रिप्ट सुना ही नहीं था तो मैं हाँ वो लोग का स्क्रिप्ट.
You were also replaced, but the next day.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
ये सब तो Veer's boys ना, so basically
Veer
Oh,
Das.
man.
Okay. Hey, but my question is, wait, all of that doesn't matter. You entered Mannat. I want to
Yeah.
know what Mannat looks like because हमने सिर्फ गेट देखा है ना, और ऐसे करके देखने की कोशिश करते कि दिखता कैसे. How does it? What?
काफी खर्चा किया है.
काफी खर्चा किया है ना, बहुत अच्छा लगता है.
Everything is expensive and there are ऐसा होटल जैसा उसका घर मालूम है कि
Oh.
like he said, somebody said, you know, can I just go and get a glass of water? तो वो बहुत offend हो गया कि see what is the point, you know, we have an entire staff of people who are just coming. Then he called people and then one staff is bringing in pizzas and ham or all kinds of things are being brought in, and yeah, so it's like a hotel.
All the things you can say on this stream were being brought in.
Yeah.
Then I think he went to the bar and he poured himself a drink, and the editor of Filmfare, वो जो Jitesh Pillai.
Yeah.
So they had a vodka, and Karunesh Talwar and all of us were looking firmly at our feet for a very long time. क्योंकि he made it look like तुम लोग को changes दे रहा, तुम लोग घर पे जाके तुम लोग changes करके आ जाओ वापस, लेकिन हम लोग कोई वापस नहीं आया.
नहीं तुम लोग वापस नहीं आए या उसने वापस बुलाया नहीं? What is the actual story? And also by the way,
नहीं बुलाया भाई.
you know what I love So when I asked how's the house, and you said बहुत खर्चा किया, which is such a Bombay response. घर अच्छा है कि नहीं मालूम नहीं, पर खर्चा बहुत किया. And then the second feedback of how good a place is hotel की तरह है. Which is such a
Yeah.
But he would make sure that his house doesn't look like as a sofa, as a L-shaped couch or TV unit or 4-seater dining table. नहीं रहेगा शाहरुख खान के घर पे ना. He, for at least for the place that the outside people can see, it has to look like a celebrity's house, right? So design. I don't even know the names of the brands. ऐसा सब है उधर पे. Everything is designed.
खुद वो अपने रूम में जाके पलटी मार के खाना खाता रहेगा, बट
अर्बन लैडर से आ रहा है उसके घर पे सब.
But Shweta, what would your response be if somebody said, like, if a big Bollywood star or whatever said कि bore कर रही है? What is the response?
I think the biggest insult in this world is that you're boring.
Yeah.
What else? Because
Nothing else.
everything else you can contest. How can you contest to boring hai? It's the biggest insult. We're all, I mean, we're all comics, right? I mean, whatever. Stand-up comic के लिए तो सबसे बड़ी insult यही हुई कि आप bore करते हो stage पे जाके. It's like, okay. Not even like हमें हंसी नहीं आई. आप boring हो.
Yeah, because
छोड़
there's
दो
no
ना फिर.
response. Yeah. You'd
So
rather like
exactly.
diss someone, right, Sumaira? Like you rather
Yeah.
get hate from people than be bored.
You'd rather then be neglected or be boring. Exactly. I think Salman Khan chose his words very correctly. Like, it must hurt. If you're a journalist also, it must hurt.
Yeah. Directly right at the perfect spot.
But he responded saying आपसे सीखा है. He said आपसे सीखा है.
Yeah.
And which it's a not terrible response. And then Salman for a second is like, excuse me. Like, and then he's like, IFA wale, and he goes on a tangent. And at the point, like, that's not a bad comeback. Like, you can't. Dude, and like, if you beat, I mean, all of us have experienced these kind of awards, man. They're damn pakao, man. There is no way to make them interesting. Like George Carlin could come and do 7 F words and they're like, paga hai. Like, it's so boring. There's nothing you can do to redeem it, like, except hire a professional comedian, I guess.
I mean, honestly, it's as boring as the Bollywood industry. You know, like, to be very honest, like, वो लोग कुछ बनाते नहीं, उनके egos इतने बड़े हैं, तुम कुछ लिख नहीं सकते किसी के बारे में भी सच, तो वो घटिया ही होगा. अभी भी हम बैठ के, if Karan Johar made Gangs of Wasseypur, जो 20-20 साल पुरानी पिक्चर, if Anurag Kashyap made कभी खुशी कभी गम, वो 20-20 साल पुरानी चीजें ही सेम बकवास करते हैं, आइकॉनिक कुछ बनता नहीं है. तो honestly, उसके बीच में I wouldn't like really blame it on IFA. I'd blame it on the whole structure. Sorry, ये मेरे अंदर की भड़ास है. By working with too many Bollywood people. So yeah, like कुछ कर लो भाई डब.
Felt very personal, honestly.
Yeah.
हाँ, मतलब मैं किसी के मैं कुछ भी लिखता रहता हूँ, like यार ये सारे references like early 2000s वाले क्यों है अब तक?
But also that's what works. Like with Chirag also, like I can also imagine Karunesh pitching to Shah Rukh. Like, can you imagine Karunesh writing Bollywood? Like he's like, oh sir, what we'll do first, you talk about the government, okay? You say ये GST क्या होता है? Then let's talk about old uncles. Why are they racist?
No, you know, I think उसके स्क्रिप्ट में उसने बहुत सारा like self-deprecating, but from obviously not from his point of view, from Shah Rukh's point of view. ठीक है, वैसे उसने बहुत सारे jokes लिखे थे, but the thing is, no, Tanmay and Rohan had been writing the awards for 2 years straight. So whatever you could do with that Shah Rukh and Saif and combination had already been done, kind of. So you weren't breaking new ground in making Shah Rukh Khan say something that is self-deprecating. You know, doing something next level.
Exactly, because 2 साल में सबका काम खत्म हो गया है. Like 2 साल भी बहुत है. Like शाहरुख का करियर 2 साल में खत्म हो, बाकी लोग का आधा अवार्ड शो में खत्म हो जाएगा. Like बीच में they'll be like done.
But yeah, no, and also like it's also like I think Karunesh would have written self-deprecating jokes about Shah Rukh, which is basically roast jokes that he wanted to write about Shah Rukh, but Shah Rukh saying it to himself. So Shah Rukh is like, dude, are you insulting me? Dude, and all of them are like the self-deprecating jokes have to be like it has to be a certain level. It can't be like too much. It has to be like
sanitized.
It can't be like, oh, like it's there's a big insecurity there. Okay, let's take a couple of super chats that are popped in. Oh, there's one super chat that is coming from Anmol Kumar. I will put that up. Anmol Kumar says, I'm so glad the show is back again. बार-बार दिन ये आए, बार-बार आप live आए sing along. Yeah,
ये
thanks man.
कौन
I
से
appreciate.
करेंसी में इसने दिए तुझे पैसे? डॉलर ऑफ कि कहाँ का?
Australian.
This is Amitabh. A for Amitabh. Amitabh dollars.
अमिताभ डॉलर्स वाले. I'm going to invoice you for this man. $3 चाहिए मुझे इसके.
देख तो $20 है मतलब 60 के आसपास तो 1200 और YouTube और OML 50% ले लेगा. So yeah, 150 rupees you can make the invoice for 150
Oh man,
rupees.
$3 से भी कम.
This is enough. 150 rupees is enough for Chawal Chat. And Nupur Sarawate says, yeah, the anchor was Siddharth Kanania, who hosts a lot of these things and interviews a lot of Bollywood celebrities and stuff. I thought it was a decent comeback, to be honest. Okay, let's talk about other things. We're going to talk about motivational speakers. We will come to that soon. Or let's go to it right now. Chirag Mahabal, this has been inspired by Dudeja saying that you are not a fan of motivational speakers. Okay,
No,
so let's
yeah,
come
no.
to you. Huh.
No,
Come to-
let's go to Chirag. Because I saw his
Chirag.
Instagram post on
Yeah.
motivational talkers and I was like, ये करना है स्ट्रीम सुबह उठ के मजा आएगा.
नहीं वो not all motivational speakers. I just feel like अंकुर वारिकू
Yeah.
थोड़ा सा I call him अंकल वारिकू.
अंकल ही है भाई. मैं भी
थोड़ा अंकल टाइप का एडवाइस देता वहाँ से हर जगह पे. ठीक है.
हाँ. मैं लिटरली
Yeah.
अपने स्टैंड अप में अंकुर वरीकू के बारे में ही बिचिंग कर रहा हूँ आजकल कि जेनजी के बच्चों को अंकल बना के घूम रहा है. बट अंकल वरीकू इज ग्रेट. आई थिंक मैं बोलूंगा ये कहीं पर. बट हाँ वो पूरा टाइम यार वो मतलब स्टार्टिंग पता है मेरे को क्या लगता है ये पूरा जो रोगन नवल रविकांत का एक जो पूरा वहाँ पे सर्कल है वो अभी इंडिया में बनाने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं लोग. यू नो कि हाँ भाई हम ये सेम हम लाइक इंटरनेट है भाई. हमने देख लिया नवल रविकांत तो हम क्यों दे सस्ता माल और भी. सोच से मिल चुका है हमें सीधा. ये तू क्या रीपैकेज करके बेच रहा है अपने को.
But is it Sumera, do you watch any of these motivational speakers at all?
No, I don't. That's the thing when they speak about them, I'm like, but why are you indulging at all? But then I don't know. Also, but I have a younger brother at home. Okay, so now I understand their target audience. क्योंकि मेरा जो भाई है वो अपने बाप के अलावा बाकी सबकी सुनेगा. So I understand that he will listen to all these uncles, whatever, but he wouldn't listen to my own father. But I understand. I think young Londe बस सुनेंगे, like whatever he
बेसिकली
tells
ये
with
incel
passion, वो बस
incel
सुनेंगे.
public कभी पूरा don't want to like polarize
Go there.
anyone but सब ये 20-21 साल अभी एक वो नया पर्सनालिटी दे रहे हैं बच्चों को कि कैसा है बच्चे लोग का वो कंप्लीट एक पर्सनालिटी आता है. पहले डोरेमोन फिर ये फिर वो. तो अभी ये लोग क्या है आइडेंटिटी क्राइसिस वाले बच्चों को उसने एक आइडेंटिटी दे दी कि भाई तुम्हारी पर्सनालिटी पार्टी पे जाओ और क्रिप्टो की बकचोदी करो. ये वाला बेच रहे. तो हम लाइक यार बस करो.
But I also like the movement, right? So he takes a camera and then he just starts walking around like that, like and that's the constant thing where he's like the movement. And dude, it's damn. Have you ever tried walking and talking at the same time while holding this thing? It's a very interesting exercise because it's like full mind, like this is mind body connection. That's what they should be teaching children. Listen, you want mind body, make the video exactly like me.
Wow.
And also, there's a very high chance that uncles are messaging Uncle Wariko saying कि मेरा बेटा सुन नहीं रहा है ये बोल दो.
Correct. That makes sense.
बोलो एसी और फैन एक साथ नहीं चलाए.
अगर स्कूटर लेके जा रहा है तो पेट्रोल भी भर के आ.
Wear helmet at back too.
wear helmet at the back also.
No, but that's a great motivational speaker whose end thing is just AC or fan साथ में मत चला. It's like cryptocurrency is very important and you must save money. You must invest in the future. And the reason you must invest in the future is that you save money on electricity. Don't use a AC and a fan together. And it's great hook, dude. Oh, Uncle Wariko, this is a character, guys. Let's all write this together.
तो अंकल वारिकू अपना बहुत लाल किया थोड़ी टाइम के लिए क्योंकि उसने होंडा सिटी लिया था और बहुत सारा ट्वीट डाला फिर उसके बारे में कि मैं कितना बहुत महंगा गाड़ी ले सकता था लेकिन मैं होंडा सिटी लिया तो मैं क्या ग्रेट आदमी. फिर बाद में सब लोग उसका कमेंट्स के ऊपर सब लोग बोल रहे अरे क्या व्हाट अ हम्बल गाय नो इन लाइफ एंड ऑल दिस. लेकिन देख द सीन इज ना ह्यूमिलिटी का सीन ऐसा रहता ना अंकल कि 100 ट्वीट डाल के लाल करेगा ना उसका तो फिर देयर इज नो पॉइंट इन बीइंग सेइंग दैट आई एम हम्बल. Exactly. You might as well have just bought the expensive car.
मतलब रतन टाटा का नैनो में फोटो आया उसको हम्बल बोल सकते हैं हम
Yeah,
लोग।
exactly.
ठीक है?
Yeah.
वो
But
कोई
the
दूसरा
understanding
था।
is कि वो usually nano में नहीं आता है, right?
Exactly, yeah.
अंकल वारिको का वो रेपुटेशन नहीं है रतन टाटा का कि तो he has to
Exactly.
tweet about it कि मैं
Yeah.
Honda City के ZX के बदले VX ले सकता हूँ.
I like Chirag. We need to connect offline also after this.
और ठीक है.
No, but I'll tell you what I like about Ankur Warikoo is that he accepts all of this stuff. Like उसके लोग उसकी काफी ट्रोलिंग करते हैं कि भाई तेरे ऐड आते रहते हैं पूरे टाइम पे, and he starts talking about how he's putting ads everywhere. And I'm like, that's refreshing, dude. Like, this is a guy who's honest. He's like, हाँ, मैं ad करता है. So I find it very amusing. I find it very interesting. Like, and also, so he's on the side. What I like is that every week there'll be a new motivational speaker who'll show up, and they'll put out a video. Their first video is always #1 motivational speaker in India. And it'll have 48,000 views. And you're like, dude, even algorithms don't agree. this is not working out for you. So then now the other scam that they figured is कि #1 ये चल रहा है. So now they'll do a variation. So they'll do #1 spiritual motivational speaker, #1 comedy motivational speaker, #1 cisgender male motivational speaker. Different variants. Like, figure it out.
देश
But
को इतना
has-
मोटिवेट करे, कहाँ हो रहा है काम? इतना मोटिवेट हो गया है देश, दिख रहा क्यों नहीं है? इतने सारे बनाए।
Yeah. Has anybody?
I'm actually a little.
I'm just laughing
sorry,
at
sorry.
Sorabh and receiving Tudeja's joke and going, yeah, anyway.
Hey, at least I'm trying, okay? Sumara, if you watch motivational talks, you'd know that trying is and failing is the first step.
मैं बिल्कुल भी मोटिवेटेड नहीं हूँ फिलहाल बात करने के लिए।
That trying and failing is the first step. Is by the way, like the first thing that most of these motivational speakers are saying across spirituality, comedy.
Yeah.
Everything है।
मैं फर्स्ट वीडियो के आगे बढ़ा ही नहीं हूँ, तो मुझे यही सिर्फ पता है।
Trying and failing.
तो उसमें फेल हो गया
By the way, this-
basically.
there is by the way contradictions coming in with our theory of this thing. Anshit says if uncles were advising Ankur, he wouldn't be against FDs.
Oh, he's
How
against
about in
FDs
that?
or what? He's against FDs.
Yes.
Yeah.
Then what does he want you to do with your money? If not, I'm genuinely asking. I'm genuinely curious. Because everybody has told me FD. So now what is next? Sorry.
No, that's why you need to listen to Ankur Warikoo. He says
Oh,
20% of your income needs to be split. Some for yourself, some in mutual fund. I know. I have the full split. Some in gold bonds, not actual gold, but actual gold can be sold. And then 10% in high risk, high return like crypto. मेरे 19,000 रुपए मैंने डाले क्रिप्टो में, अभी वो 8,000 पे चल रहा है। तो तब से मेरा हेट शुरू हुआ है अंकुर के लिए। मेरे 11,000 रुपए देगा जब तक नहीं, वो ultimating on it.
So Ankur Warikoo, please come and give Dudeja 11,000 rupees super chat on his channel.
Along with crypto interest, that's like 22%. So yeah.
मैं 600 रुपए का ऐप लिया, लेकिन उसके बाद मैं 30 रुपए का क्रिप्टो कुछ खरीदा उसमें।
नहीं, पर ऐप के लिए पैसा देना पड़ता है क्या?
मैं पहला लिया था because first mover advantage. There was very few apps that were allowing you to buy crypto. This was like last year or something.
Isn't that first mover disadvantage? Like
first mover disadvantage.
Hey, enough about East India comedy, guys.
Yeah. Oh.
What that was. Hey, see, self-roasting, guys. It's the easiest way. So you have to pay 600 rupees to have the opportunity to buy crypto.
हाँ, और मैं 30 रुपए का क्रिप्टो लिया फिर उसके अंदर, जो अभी मेरे को लगता है 8 रुपए का हो गया।
तो चिराग के भी 22 रुपए प्लस 300 रुपए 600 रुपए जो भी देने। अंकुर वारिको को बिल बेचते हैं आज।
Yeah, but listen, I like Ankur Warikoo. Ankur, please come on the show and defend us. I want to know about crypto. Okay, we have one super chat coming from Phoenix Abhishek who says Chirag Bhau missing Footage Bandu.
Oh, thank you.
So Mera, if you don't know, Footage Bandu is a title that Chirag has created for Krunal Pandya, and but yesterday Hardik Pandya did full Footage Bandu. That was great.
हाँ, he's great. और गुजरात टाइटंस को जिता दिया अभी. He is like, I mean, I don't know if I can say this stuff on this podcast, लेकिन अभी he's one match away from straight cock निकाल के बैटिंग करने वाला वो अभी. इतना वट बढ़ गया उसका अहमदाबाद में. They are now going to डेप्यूटी चीफ मिनिस्टर तो मिल गया उसको ऑलमोस्ट, टाइटल्स जिताने से IPL. Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
call him Footage Bandu. You call Krunal Pandya Footage Bandu because वो बस पूरा टाइम कैमरा के लिए.
हाँ,
like,
वो लोग सब जगह पे पॉलार्ड ने 50 मार दिया तो ये उसका एस को स्मैक कर रहा है.
हाँ.
जैसे कि उसने उसको सिखाया 50 कैसा मारने का. तो you know what I mean. तो वो ऐसा piggyback Footage Bandu है actually इसका full life, because actually were it not for Hardik, I don't think Krunal would have made an entry. So
yeah, obviously, yeah. और ये पता है
piggyback footage actually. Yeah.
कृणाल पांड्या पता है कैसा है, वो आके टिप देता है कि ये डालना, और फिर ऑब्वियसली वो बॉलर कुछ और डाल के विकेट लेता है, और फिर वो बोलता है देखा मैं बोला था ना तेरे को, मैंने डाला. यही करना है. वो वैसा है.
Okay, I want to go back to motivation because Nupur Sarawate has said that do you know about the Shwetab and Sandeep Maheshwari controversy? I don't. Please share with me. Does anybody know?
And what?
No.
Shwetab is such a Krunal name. Like what is Shwetab? Shwetab and
Shwetab.
Krunal.
Shwetab
Yeah,
is like something you would name your bungalow because your parents' name are Shweta and Amitabh.
Shweta, yeah.
Shwetab is by the way, he has a book which is in the bestseller list for like I think 2 years or something.
Oh.
Yeah. So he's been plugging it and all. I interviewed him, man. Very interesting guy.
Meera Road
Okay.
bestseller.
Shweta was Gangwar. Okay.
Gangwar, yeah. I have to share a video. Okay. Now Chirag is a new parent, and Sumaira and Dudeja, you're not parents yet, right?
We are old children.
No, we're
That is such a great that's such a great example, like definition of us as comedians. We are old children. Okay, so I'll tell you, this is a video footage which I got from Sports Center, and this is basically fantastic and very incredible parenting. So basically in baseball, when they play, the foul ball basically goes to the crowd and they get to keep it. And so this guy told his son to go and ask this guy for the ball and offered him $100, and this is what happened. Okay, one second. Now this is such peak like this is such peak manipulation. Okay, is that this parent is like, मेरे को बॉल चाहिए बेटा, तू जाके ला मेरे लिए, $100 दे उसको. वो बोलेगा नहीं, and he got the ball, dude. This is such a scam. This video irritated me so much because I'm like, dude, there's no response you can do in this, man.
Yeah.
Finally बच्चों ने का फायदा समझ रहा है मेरे को अभी.
दुडेजा तो अपने बच्चे से 11,000 मंगवाएगा ना अंकल बारिक से.
वो भी अंडर द टेबल वो भी.
But have your parents ever used you for any sort no further questions.
Always.
Guilty as charged.
Let me finish, guys.
और पेरेंट्स की बिचिंग वाला पार्ट आ गया क्या? Yes.
चलो करते हैं. चलो let's
After uncle it's all about parents.
Listen, I can't say anything about my parents because they bailed me out during the pandemic. This is like literally a stand-up set that I've written, which is that during the pandemic I had such little money that I didn't have money to pay tax. And my parents lent me money so I could pay income tax, and my parents used to work for the income tax, so it is like full it's a full circle of life. But yeah, let's which part of parents?
Under the table दे देता उनको.
किसको? अपने parents को?
हाँ.
That's not how this works, man. Dudeja, I wish you could just.
How did they give you pocket money? Was it? Okay.
Maybe that kid in the video is an asshole, you know. उसको बाप ने उसको कोल्ड ड्रिंक लाने के लिए पैसा दिया, वो उधर पे जाके ड्रामा करके आ गया, बॉल लेके आ गया, और अभी बॉल में सब लोग उसका बाप बोल रहा है, बाप को बॉल चाहिए था, सब देखो. Just wanted to drink, dude.
कोल्ड ड्रिंक ले गया था, लेकिन $100 की कोल्ड ड्रिंक, ऐसी कौन सी कोल्ड ड्रिंक है?
लेकिन look at these parents victim shaming here, you know.
आज छोटा नहीं
बच्चों पे डाल रहे.
Dude, but I like, yeah, okay, who's the victim here really? Okay, so this is, okay, is this a victimless, like, is this victimless? Because the guy who had the baseball is the real victim, right?
yeah, correct.
हाथ सूजा उसका पूरा. हाँ.
वो पकड़ा. बिना ग्लव के वो पकड़ा. बच्चे लेके भाग गया.
दो तीन पब्लिक से लड़ के आया वो अभी. अरे अभी बच्चा मेरा भी नहीं है. He wanted to go child free. कि ऐसा नौबत ना आए कि मेरे को किसी और को बच्चा देना पड़े. अभी किसी और का बच्चे को देना पड़ रहा है उसको. So he might as well have had children of his own.
But the video would have been much better अगर वो उसे नहीं देता, because ये cute वाले तो हमने काफी देखे. नहीं देता तो viral जाता. बच्चा kids crying is always funny video.
Viral?
Like
Yeah.
yeah, always viral. You know, Charlie bit my finger. Then have you seen kids in tunnels? You should see those. Oh man,
No.
these are like some really old
Specifically
videos.
stay
I
away
just
from
found
kids in
those.
tunnels.
Yeah, just kids in tunnel for the first time. You should just see those. Their reactions. They're like, oh, it's all. It's very funny.
I understood what they're talking about because I was
Yeah.
really scared for some 2 seconds. I was like,
Oh my god.
Do you guys not meet kids in tunnels, guys? Am I the only one doing this? Oh, I mean to say, I saw a video of this, and I've totally not ever done this.
what the fuck? I got so dead. Okay, got it. In cars, in tunnels.
Yeah, in cars. It's complete difference. Yeah.
With their parents, not Dudeja. Got it.
Yeah.
But
So this
you're
guy-
right. The victim is the guy who caught the ball because he couldn't do anything.
Yeah.
और कैमरा भी है उसके चेहरे पे तो उसको पता है कि
हाँ.
कुछ नहीं कर सकता.
और ये कैमरा है और उनका भी कैमरा है. 4 लोग का कैमरा. तो सब लोग यही देख रहे हैं कि बच्चा क्या करेगा और ये बंदा क्या करे. And he also has this look where he's like, you got me. ले.
बच्चा है footage बंदू right now. Like.
Yeah.
Footage Bandu.
But ये क्रिकेट में this concept is not there कि बॉल स्टेडियम में चढ़ा गया तो उसका बाप का प्रॉपर्टी है.
नहीं.
You have to throw the ball back, and if you damage it, then they kick you out of the stadium.
Technically, you don't have to.
Oh yeah.
There is no reason why you can't just keep the ball.
But
There is
like
no
एक मिनट,
in-
बॉल का साइन खत्म हो गया, उसके बाद में वो बॉल गया और इसके अंदर तो then I can bring in a brand new ball, which is we have to take the sign
No,
off
they
all
give-
over again.
No, they get you semi-new
Yeah.
type they get. No, they have those little plate 8-10 overs.
They have aged balls.
Ah.
So ball is aged.
So, but by the this comes to another thing that happened, which is that none of you saw the French Open. I'll just explain what happened. Okay, so Nadal was playing this guy called Zverev in the semi-final, or intense match चालू है यहाँ पर, and this Zverev guy gets injured really badly. Okay, like the footage was so bad that the commentators are like, we can't show the footage only. Like I'm like, and the guy's like howling in pain, like it's terrible. And so now Nadal just goes up to him and says, "Bhai, theek hai," and then he walks behind him and all that stuff, and everybody's like, "What a great sportsman!" And I'm like, "But what is the alternative?"
Yeah.
does he go like, "Hey, नीचे रह साले, उठने का नहीं." एक बार Nadal का मिस हुआ.
अभी खेलना बहुत देखड़ी दिखा रहा था. 22 साल का, मैं 36 साल का. Old man defeats young boy.
Just kicks him.
मैं फ्रेंच ओपन देखता ही नहीं हूँ यार. बहुत मट्टी दिखता है उसमें. मेरे इंडिया में भी बाहर मट्टी दिखता है.
Wow.
मुझे मट्टी वाला मैच नहीं देखना. मुझे
That's
green
so
का
fun. That's
अच्छा
the
लगता है.
reason. That's the reason for not watching French.
विंबलडन देखने में कितना मजा आता है. सब ग्रीन होता है.
Yeah.
It's tennis. Okay, we're talking about tennis, right?
Yeah, we're talking about tennis. Yeah.
Nadal, okay. I just want to. I have a question. Genuine.
Yes.
How does one injure oneself in tennis so badly? I'm sorry, but it's
So in French Open, what happens is that you have to slide a lot because it's clay. So
Oh.
there's a lot of sliding. So sometimes,
Got
and
it.
also it had just rained, so the clay was a little wet. So this guy, while basically trying to slide, he basically twisted his ankle so badly that his ligaments are torn. Like, and dude, you see the video. It is. Like, I'm glad they didn't show the footage. I'm like, मेरे को नहीं देखने गया. अच्छा किया तुम लोग ने नहीं देखा. मेरे को नहीं देखने गया इसका footage. So it's so that's how he and it's dude, French Open is very intense to watch, man, because the amount of effort they put in, and you realize how fit these people are just to like survive a 10 shot rally is like some other thing only. So that's how you got injured.
So Myra,
got it.
you're asking comics जो जिनको बैठे slip disc हो जाता है. So like
मैं वही बोला,
writers,
मैं नीचे
comedians.
कैसे हुआ?
मैं भाजी लेके आया तो मैं थक जाता फिर ऐसे. 10 shots का rally seems like distinct. Yeah.
Got it. ठीक है.
Okay,
So,
just yeah. I have one super chat which is coming from Barun Chandra who says, I still go back to the Tenet versus Avara Pagal Divana stream. Please make a part 2 of the format with for a Tarkovsky movie versus Govinda David Dhawab movie. Keep it up and appreciate it. Tarkovsky कौन है भाई?
अरे भाई वो रशियन था ना, आई थिंक रशियन फिल्म मेकर तरकोस्की।
साउथ तो
मैंने मोन्टाज शॉट्स देखे उसके पिक्चर के, वो मतलब आई थिंक वो स्लो वाली पिक्चर पहले बनाता था इफ आई एम नॉट रॉन्ग, और melancholic cinema I think it was because
deep meaning रहता है
melancholy
पिक्चर देखेगा तो डीप मीनिंग है उसमें।
हाँ चिराग को पता रहेगा।
हाँ एकदम आर्ट फिल्म देखने का ऐसा बाहर जाके बोलने का कि मैं देखा आर्ट फिल्म, तो फिर एकदम रेपुटेशन मस्त हो जाता है।
वही है ना एकदम, मतलब लंबा लंबा शॉट ऐसे पेड़ का, फिर एक पत्ता गिरता है और उसका कुछ मीनिंग होता है, वैसे टाइप का है ना थोड़ा सिंबलिज्म।
हाँ 15 मिनट की लड़की बैठी है खाली,
ओ
क्या कर रही है मालूम नहीं, ऐसा और क्या कर रही है और दिखा भी नहीं रहा, ऐसा क्लोज शॉट है उसके चेहरे पे 15 मिनट के लिए। लेकिन
मैं ना लेकिन प्रॉब्लम पता है क्या, ये आवारा पागल दीवाना से टेनेट वाले सीन में मैं आवारा पागल दीवाना फिर से देख लूं, लेकिन टेनेट भाई नहीं हो पाएगा मुझसे, तो मतलब वॉचिंग दैट फिल्म इज एक्चुअली टफ।
मैं खुद टेनेट आई एम होपिंग टू बिकम अ होम ओनर myself.
Maybe you should go back in time. Thank you, Samara, for the support. I appreciate it.
Always. I'm only clapping for your jokes, by the way.
It's very supportive. Oh, by the way, so some clarity on the Sandeep Maheshwari versus whatever. Sandeep Maheshwari threatened him and cyberbullied Shweta, asking his fans to report him. But for what? And then there's another controversy which says that Prakhar and Sandeep Maheshwari controversy is more interesting. Who are all these people?
They are all motivated to destroy their market, destroy each other.
Wow, dude.
What is this? Yeah, I didn't know this motivation market had like these ugly tough wars going. Yeah.
Feuds.
I'm a little wary of following any motivational speaker now, because up until 2018, I used to think what Jordan Peterson was like the father that I never had, you know, like that. ऐसा सब बोल रहा है, आंखें खोल रहा है, men कैसा होना चाहिए इसके बारे में। कट टू 1.5 साल के बाद वो मेंटल हेल्थ के रीजंस की वजह से हॉस्पिटल में एडमिट हो गया। ठीक है, वाट लग गया उसके लाइफ का डिप्रेशन की वजह से। ठीक है, तो फिर मैं बोला हाँ ओके ठीक है, तो फिर
और मतलब जॉर्डन पीटरसन भी वही पोलराइजिंग ही पर्सनालिटी है। मैंने भी थोड़ा बहुत देखा, थोड़ा तो मेरे को समझ में ही नहीं आता, मेरे को फुल बाउंसर जाता है, लेकिन बाकी हाँ, और वो कैसे वो मैं देखता हूँ उसके बाद याद नहीं रहता उतना सब, लाइक उस मोमेंट में लगता है कुछ तो अच्छा बोल दिया।
No, but I enjoy a lot of. I enjoy even with Jordan Peterson. I'm like, you accept what you want to accept about people, right? Whatever they say. Like some stuff he says, I'm like, kya bol raha hai? Some stuff he says, I'm like, oh, that's great. Like there was one motivational guy who said something which I was like, oh, that's interesting. Where he said, if you've decided to do something, you do it because you are keeping a promise to yourself. And that essentially sets a trend for yourself that you are keeping your own promises, and that like even about working out and shit, right? Like you're waking up at like 7 o'clock in the morning, like nahi jane ka, and then you're like jana, and then you go or whatever it is. And I was like, that's great, like this thing, you know, as one of India's leading fitness models, that's one of the things sacrifices I've had to make, you know.
देखो देख के full inspire हो गया था मैं। I look at Sorabh. I have a picture of Sorabh in my bathroom. देख के रोज सुबह को मैं inspire हो जाता। One day I have to look like this. Yeah.
Guys just need motivation, huh? All you boys. You just can't be motivated on your own. You just need. Koi to kare hame motivate.
What is your one motivational advice?
No, I have a thumb rule. Never buy a book which you see at airports. Like that's always.
That's your thumb rule. That's a
thumb rule. That's my motivational talk. That don't fucking waste your time on these ikigai and you know.
You should write a book about it and then they'll sell it at an airport.
Yeah. It should be called "Don't buy this book."
Don't buy this book or any other book.
Any other book here, yeah.
Don't read. Don't read.
Buddy.
तुझे पता है टॉड बेरी का इसमें बहुत फनी जोक है, जिसमें वो स्टेज पे कहता है कि मैंने सुशी ट्राई करी और मेरे को नहीं खानी, सुशी खत्म हो गया, बस मुझे नहीं खानी। पर वो अलग बात है कि मैंने सिंसिनाटी एयरपोर्ट पर ट्राई की थी पहली बार, तो
एयरपोर्ट
ट्राई अगेन नहीं मुझे।
Dude, I took my dad. I took my dad and my uncle for Global Fusion पे वो buffet होता है ना, तो long back like many years back, I mean उस time पे तो वो चस्का था, अरे Global Fusion में इतना भरपूर खाना मिलेगा 700 रुपए में, so you go crazy. And I reached there and they both just sit down and they're like, la. I'm like, great, I guess I'm getting the food now. So I got them sushi and the uncle says, beta ye paka nahi hai. And I said, yes, that's the idea. There was a guy doing pan frying of noodles. Okay? So he said, usse puchna wo paka raha hai. So we cooked sushi and got it. And dude, it tastes better than uncooked sushi. It's the truth. Fried rice with whatever is inside. It's great.
Oh man.
Okay, I'll take a couple of chats that have come in. Pokraj Roy says, Sumera, so happy to see you here. Stay fabulous.
Nice. Thanks,
Stay
Pokraj.
fabulous,
Thanks
but
so much.
demotivated.
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 I mean,
Okay, that's the question. What is the motivational thing that like Siddharth का एक ही rule है life में और कोई rules नहीं उसके. He's like stealing is fine, kidnapping is fine. बस airport में किताब मत करिए. That's his one rule in life. What is your one rule in life, Sumera?
But one rule in life, I don't know, don't listen to motivational speakers because I don't know what they say. My problem with motivational speakers is I get motivated by people who are going out there and risking things, right? Like you get motivated by artists because they will fail or they will succeed. But if this is your job to just speak garbage, then what are you like risking? Why should I be motivated by you? That's just my take on this whole thing, but I don't know. I have never
that's right. वही है.
अगर कोई बात कर रहा है, thank but कह रहे हैं तू जल्दी से जल्दी उठ जा, but तू है कौन? Like, who are you to tell me that? Like if my favorite comic, my favorite writer says कि you should wake up on time, then I'll be like, you know what? इससे एक ही तो अच्छी चीज है. I think I should listen to this person.
I would.
नहीं,
go for it, Chirag.
नहीं, if my favorite comic told me to get up on time, मैं उसको बोला तू मेरा घर में क्या कर रहा है? Sorabh Pant, what are you doing in my house?
You're supposed to be in the bathroom as a photo.
It's just a photograph of me on the toilet paper. Where I mean, not that we use toilet papers, but fuck the joke. Ignore the joke. That joke made no sense.
Plus, सब लोग वो वाला, मतलब सब वो वाला करते हैं कि ये करो तो वो, like सब लोग वो मतलब अंकेलों वाली बात ही हो गई ना कि डिप्रेस्ड है, अरे मत हो ना डिप्रेस, वही वाला है. अरे काम नहीं कर रहा है, लाइक काम नहीं कर रहा है, अरे तो कर लेना काम. हम लाइक अरे भाई समझो, लाइक जैसे मैं मतलब बताऊंगा कि लाइक मेरे को एक जैसे बुक पसंद है सेल्फ हेल्प वाला, जेम्स क्लियर वाला एटॉमिक हैबिट, क्योंकि वो एटलीस्ट ब्रेक डाउन कर रहा है एक चीज को कि जैसे यू सेड के जिम जाना है सुबह 7 बजे, तो वो बोलता है, उसने एक एग्जांपल दिया था बुक में कि देयर सम बैलरीना और समवन super fit dancer. So she said that 5 in the morning when I wake up and I don't feel like going, I just get dressed. My main problem is to get to the cab. Bola the minute that's the biggest resistance. Once I'm in the cab, I'm in the gym, I work out, I come. I'm like, see now that's a practical point that you can use in life, you know. But Sandeep Maheshwari saying don't fight with your parents. अरे करना पड़ेगा ना माँ बाप से झगड़ा यार, अगर नहीं समझ रहे तो.
Especially if they're using you to get
exactly. करना तुम्हारा के पेरेंट्स से झगड़ा करना पड़ेगा.
Yeah, you should fight with other people's parents randomly. No, fight with your own parents. Leave other people's parents.
Yeah,
okay, go ahead.
I identify with what Sumera is saying is that it needs to come from somebody who's good in what you aspire to be good in.
Exactly.
So that guy who wrote Dilbert, Scott Adams. He writes books, okay, and his books are about like many things, humorous topics, this, that, but in the end, he usually gives some baksodi, okay, like about motivation, something like this. And I'm always like, he talks about वो Dilbert principle में या फिर second book में वो बोलता है कि positive visualization का बहुत उसका अच्छा असर होता है उसके life में, and he's talking about that, and he like you needn't like believe that that's the gospel truth, but because my favorite writer was doing, I at least tried doing something that I would have usually scoffed at had it come from anybody else except this guy.
Yeah. The answer to all motivational speaking books is तेरे को पूछा क्या, Like that's what it is.
तू है कौन?
Dude, you know what I love I actually I read a lot of motivation. I watch a lot of videos. Like there was a video I think of Tony Robbins and a guy tells him that I've been thinking about killing myself, and it's actually a very nice video because the first thing he does is the guy's like all tearing up and all, and he distracts him. He talks about something else and then brings it back. So I love that video. It's one of my favorite videos. But I remember when I was in college, I read 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, and then वो उसका क्या नाम है उसका यार, who's the writer? Dale Carnegie, all that public speaking and shit. Where the only thing I remember learning was लोगों का नाम याद रखो और उनसे जब बात कर रहे हो तो say Sumera, feeling all right today, Sumera, today,
Yeah.
like so. Because people love hearing their own name.
I did.
Yeah.
It had
Yeah,
an
see, there you
impact.
go.
Yeah, it has.
That's all I remember.
What if there are 4 people in the room?
Then you know who's important. Woo!
Yeah. Then you name the 5th person. You
Also-
say Shrija. Shrija is here, and everybody's like, he's ignoring us. The fuck, dude?
But also like the thing is ये सब जो भी पहली बात तो ये बुक्स सेल्फ हेल्प वाले मैं पढ़ता नहीं हूँ एनीमोर, और इसका इजियर वे है कि अभी सबने एक पॉडकास्ट किया है, सबने एक यूट्यूब वीडियो बना है. बुक पढ़ो कोई दूसरा अच्छा, और कभी भी ट्रैवल कर रहे हो तो सुन लो 10 मिनट में, वो बेसिस समझ में आ जाएगा क्या है. लाइक सब एक्सप्लेनर वीडियोस है इन सारी चीजों के, so you don't need to really spend that much time to understand. You know, abhi age of information, books is not the only way to get it.
Yeah. I like a lot
It's a
of
good
motivational
one.
speakers, but I also like the thing of ki wake up at 2:45 in the morning every. I'm like हटना रे, नहीं करने के.
Oh, shit.
2:45 तो सोने जाते हैं हम. ओए.
Dude, you know who told me a great bit of advice which I realized that is actually very relevant was Vikram Sathe, man.
Yeah.
Who's not a motivational speaker. So I was discussing with Sathe. We were talking about like cricketers drinking and all. And he said, dude, he's telling me a story about one cricketer drinking, and then the next day the cricketer played a match and did well. And you hear stories of like cricketers, footballers, tennis players, and all of these people. वो ऐसा करते, they like get drunk, they drink like a whole bottle and then they perform well in the day. I'm like, dude, what is it? And he's like, dude, they're outside, they're outdoors for 6.5 hours a day. And that's why the fitness levels are at this thing. And I realized that the key, especially during COVID times, is the sun. Dude, I've fallen in love with the sun, dude. I went out right now. I took a like 1 hour walk jog where I was like just out in the sun, and I had a cold before it, and I'm cured in 1 hour. So I'm like, that's a bit of interesting advice that I'm like, yeah.
जब ऋतिक रोशन ने बोला था कहो ना प्यार है मैं, कौन सा भी कोई मिल गया मैं, तब भी कोई नहीं माना था. अभी सबको रियलाइज हो रहा है.
The original motivational speaker.
Exactly.
Okay.
No, but you're right about the cricket. Okay, yeah, go for it. No.
Go ahead.
अभी ऐसा ही एक story था कि उसने बोला, I got so drunk the next day I could see the ball this big, so I kept smashing it all around the park. I think it was Clive Lloyd's story.
Yeah.
If I'm not wrong.
I think that was Gary Sobers, no? Well, that's the one where he got drunk. Dude, this is a story which is the CCI Cricket Club of India. This is one of the legendary stories where Gary Sobers उस time पे क्या करता था कि वो दारू पीता था and used to like go have fun and all, और दूसरे दिन वो double century मारता था. So some of these Indian cricketers are like, हम भी try करते हैं. Next day they got up to 110. It is a different constitution, man.
Yeah. So I'm sorry, it might not be Clive Lloyd also. I'm not racist. मुझे उस time के cricketers का कुछ पता नहीं, but I remember.
Oh, no, it's okay. You confused. Yeah. Okay. Nupur Sarawat is still talking about Sandeep and this thing. Sandeep said some stuff about Indian culture and Shwetab and Prakhar reacted to it. Sandeep got mad and asked his fans to report the videos. So they deleted the videos and made new expose videos. Oh my God, dude. Now this stream is just a pitch for all of us to go watch these videos. That's it.
No, Nupur is running her own podcast simultaneously.
Yeah, sorry.
Through the comments. नुपुर अभी अपना खुद का पॉडकास्ट शुरू करने वाला है, यही शो पे एडवर्टाइज करेगा, इधर का सब व्यूअर्स गया उधर पे उसका पॉडकास्ट सुनने के लिए.
There can't be a more unglamorous turf war than the motivational market. Like इस पे नार्कोस भी नहीं बन सकता है. Like एक कोकेन वाला बना पाब्लो एस्कोबार का लफड़ा चल रहा है, दूसरा संदीप.
Dude, but it's amazing. Like, can you imagine? Like, I mean, this is a web series, right? Where there are motivational speakers who during the day are like, you know what, you must be kind to each other, and empathy is the key. And then just cut to him beating the shit out of another motivational speaker in the next scene. Like that's dude, I'm making this web series. Anybody interested, please let me know. Okay, we'll do 2 super chats and then we'll come to my next thing. Shaurya Pathak says, तरकौस्की बोले तो रशिया का सत्यजीत रे, मस्त है रे.
सही.
वैसे सत्यजीत रे की एक फिल्म है which I would suggest if you have the time, please watch it. It's on YouTube. It's called Nayak. Really fantastic film, and
Oh, yeah?
go watch it. It's literally, it's all set in a train, and it's got Sharmila Tagore in it. It's great, dude. Very nicely. It's one of those art films where you're like, ये है art, भाई साहब.
Is it the same spelling of Nayak as NA?
Yeah,
like,
same Nayak. It's Satyajit Ray Nayak on YouTube. You'll find it. It's quite nice.
Oh.
Yeah.
एक दिन का tweet, right?
I'll watch it.
Nice.
Yeah. Rahul Uthaki says Delhi motivational quote, जानता है मेरा बाप कौन है. Yeah, okay. That's that's the motivation we need.
Sorry guys, I had to step out for something. Did I miss anything? Did Dudeja embarrass himself?
Crazy, man. Yeah.
So Myra,
Yeah.
I thought we were on the same side, but sure.
Got it.
Okay, I want to talk to you about one more thing which happened, which is that this one lady, okay, and this is one of the news that is coming out, and everybody's talking about it. A lady called Shama Bindu said that she wants to marry herself. And this is like everywhere. This is like, and I'm like, dude,
Awesome.
I was so impressed by her because I'm like, dude, what a great way to be in the news.
Yeah.
And some temple
Yeah.
authority said that we will not allow you to get married here because this is against Hindu traditions, right?
Yeah. A lot of people said no to her, and so she's like,
Yeah.
"मैं खुद करेंगे." So yeah.
Lost it. But is it what is the procedure? What to do? Like, उसने legally की है? Like, I was. Do you have details, Sorabh? No.
There's no way to do it.
Sologamy
There's-
is called. Sologamy.
Yeah, sologamy. Oh, well
Sologamy.
done, man, Dudeja.
Yeah, it's a new word.
That's new.
And oh, by the way, you know that it goes further. It's got this thing called I googled this the other day, which is called solo cess to something, which is that where you cheat on yourself with a clone of yours.
What?
And so there's a term for that also, which is the next level of. So, and that's the question. Dude, now here's the thing: if I cloned myself, I would not like. That's not what I would choose as a partner.
Yeah.
You will not have sex with yourself.
No.
This is some
I would
metaverse stuff happening here.
Yeah.
I think one should to know कि अच्छा, oh, this is how I look. Got it.
मैं रास्ता क्रॉस कर लेगा if I saw myself coming down the street. ये नहीं चाहिए इसके साथ. I don't want to be friends with this guy.
No?
Is that why chickens cross the road all the time, guys?
Wait, I gotta get the action. Oh, it's called self-cess. Sorry, it's called self-cess. Is what it's called. Yeah. So self-cess is where you have sexual activity with an alternate version of yourself, such as clone or a version of yourself from the past, future, or an alternate universe.
Oh, that's and
Yeah.
twins when they have sex, that's just kinky, right? That's not self-cessed.
But Sumera, so you would, if you self-cess this, like you're like it's on the card.
Yeah, because I would have sex with just Michael to prove a point to the world that this is good, this is attractive. Why is this not attractive to you?
This is attractive, yaar, guys. Come on.
That's the point I'm trying to prove to other people.
Dude, but what if your clone is a better lover than you? And you're like, shit, man. I'm really
It's not
bad.
my clone for sure. Good lover is not my clone for sure.
That is somebody else's clone. I agree.
somebody added some this thing. But apparently this lady's already married herself. I think she just did it herself. And this is, by the way, a trend which a lot of and this is what I love about media in general. Okay. एक कोई कुछ करता है and then they're like, this is a new trend that's everybody's doing, and the number of people that have done it is like 6.
Yeah. This is like Arnab Goswami saying millions of Indians have been hurt by this sentiment, and it's exactly 3 people.
It's like, that's
All of them are in the studio. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
नहीं, लेकिन I am very interested to see when the divorce proceedings of this marriage start.
To cut
Though
yourself in
lawyer
half.
representing the same person.
yeah.
Also, you have to cut yourself like from the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
और
I
आधे
wanted
पे
to say that
आधे पे
joke
डव
again.
लगाना है और आधे पे दूसरा साबुन.
Love.
Okay, so the Siddharth Bhatt says that Mr. Super Chat, he says, talk about before, now, YouTube, explore, feed content. No
What
idea
does
what
it
that
mean?
means, but
Then explore.
thanks. I
I'll
don't
check
know
it
what that
out.
means.
Yeah.
Yeah. No idea what that means at all. Okay, last 10 minutes we'll do and then we'll bounce. Yeah.
Oh.
Yes.
By the way, we're talking about this exact thing and about basically people exaggerating stuff for no reason. And this is something that I keep finding. Okay, there's a lady called what's her name? Yeah, oh, Urfi something.
Javed, Urfi
Javed.
Javed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Finally, you're talking about someone I know. Woo!
Yeah. So Mera, you tell us about Urfi Javed. I know she's an influencer and then she wears weird clothes and she's having fun. I'm like, let her live a life. But
Yeah.
what is your opinion on this lady?
And one more point which I read in
Good.
Viral Bayani's article is that her photos are more expensive for the paps. Like they get paid more if they get her pictures than even I think Alia Bhatt or someone. So yeah,
Oh,
that's
they
what I've
get
heard.
more. Oh, it's like
Yeah.
okay, got it. That's so cool though. That is such a cool. So she is this internet celebrity only, and like she's created this whole thing of her, and like her one controversy, not controversy, but people talk about it, is कि वो बार-बार airport पे ही रहती है, and they're like, where are you going? Where are you going? So then they say she goes to airport, then she goes back home in a rickshaw. She's just there for the photos. It's too funny. And then she addressed this also. She was like, "नहीं मैं जाती हूँ, मैं दुबई जा रही हूँ, मैं दिल्ली जा रही हूँ." And then and she really gave a very passionate interview also about this, saying कि दुबई क्या ट्रेन में जाएगा तू? She really has to take a flight, guys. She really has to take a flight. But I really like her. She's very not just entertaining. She's very like I'll make it to this pap world. That's how.
Yeah.
That's it. Nothing more.
It's like a
just
great
that
social
much.
experiment at this point, right? Like because I also had no idea about her, and then suddenly it starts popping up. Then I search like who is this person after that Viral by anything, and now it's all over my explore. Like
Yeah. Dude, like so when Munawar was in lockup, I just I started doing Munawar lockup and then I'm just getting like, who is Munawar dating? And I'm like, I don't care, dude. Like just like I just want to know if he's one, which he did. But also, so initially I think she was getting trolled a lot for wearing whatever. And so initially it was a lot. Like I'm sure it was like substantial amount of out of trolling. And now it's become much less because people are like, "Ye aayega kisi some random place will carry it or whatever it is," and now it stops. So, but still, the same articles will be carried. You'll not believe what the trolls said about Urfi Jaya. That's one guy saying, "Kya pehna hai, madam?" Like, that's not a troll.
I think
do you know
she's the
Chirag
real
Ma-
motivational speaker who's
Yeah.
actually made it in life.
Yeah, I would listen to her. I would listen to her story about
I like her. I quite like her. I like that she's just like मैं ऐसे कपड़े पहनूंगी and you guys will take a photo. But that's what we're doing. That's why she's like my problem is not with her. My problem is, but you are taking the photo.
Exactly.
The problem is you, not her. She's like, "Meri photo lo," and they're like, "Yes, madam. We will do this. We will cover this, and we will make this news." So it's us. We are the problem. We consume that. And she is just giving us what we need, I guess. Because Rakhi Sawant had a problem with her in between. Because Rakhi was like, "ये तो मेरा market है." ये outrageous चीजें करने वाला market तो मेरा है.
But anyway, the controversy between them will help both, right? Like unlike the
I think they're hanging out together though. I remember one of these Koi Moi, those random websites that just keep showing random stuff. Koi Moi will, like you search, you get one search and they just start showing up on your Explorer, and then I want to know what controversy is, right? And you click, you're like controversial troll, and then it's just like and now you're multiple things, so you have to consciously ignore whatever they're saying. So I think Kareena Kapoor right now, I understand, right? It's like there's like 4 or 5 of these.
Koi Moi had reported once कि Brad Pitt और Jennifer Aniston की फिर से शादी हो गई है. Like not even होने वाली है, हो गई है, और this is secret. This is brilliant. BBC didn't know about it, but they knew about it.
They did. Chirag Mahabal, do you know who we are talking about at all?
Kareena Kapoor, no?
No.
No.
I just wanted to ask him to see what he'd say. Do you know who Urfi Javed is?
No.
Okay, great.
She's an actress or something.
Is she an actress? I think she's an influencer. I'm sure she'll be an actress soon.
Okay.
And she'll be an actress soon for sure. Yeah.
So Kareena Kapoor had this one top which she wore, which is some 40,000 ka top or whatever it is. And so they basically they put up whatever one of these hangama. They just take two random words, Bollywood, spice, hangama, whatever, and they start a channel. Dhamal, the standards then. So she wore $40,000, and there's like 5 people saying, "Ye to Carter Road pe bhi milega," whatever the top, right?
Yeah.
And again, there's an article that said, "You will not believe what people said about Carter." Like, this is 5 people. Why did I click on this?
Just 5 people.
But
I keep getting those videos
ये
as
टी-शर्ट तो
well.
पोछा भी नहीं बन सकता, मैम. Go ahead.
And somebody said, by the way, that she wears, Nupur says she wears safety pins ka dress. Yeah, she does that.
What?
Yeah.
What does
By
that
the way,
mean?
I'm wearing a safety pin as earring also. It's inspired by Urfi Javed.
Wow, dude.
Wow.
There you go. Oh shit, dude, that's so fun.
Yeah, but these are not real safety pins, okay? These are earrings.
Pin-shaped earrings.
These are earrings only. It's really funny. I told my father the same thing. I was like, "See, I'm wearing safety pins," and he believed me. He believed. He didn't ask tetanus shot, nothing. He was like, "Wow."
He just messaged Ankur Wariku, "जे तुम्हारा को बोलो, safety pin नहीं पहने."
Real safety is in investing in crypto.
And my father said, "अब तो क्या कील पहन के घूमेगी?" Like that. Really thought that's what I'm going to do in life. It's so easy sometimes, with
You
these
should put
things.
some papers also on the side, like some bills and all, like just hanging to the safety pin. Okay, this is the last thing we'll talk about, which is Amber Heard. Enough has been said about this stuff. Unless somebody has anything new to report, dude. I'll tell you the thing that I found was very, very unusual about this. Like, I don't think you can, like right now there's a case apparent. I don't know if the case is still happening, which is Kamala Khan versus Salman Khan, which is a defamation case.
What?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. Because so Kamala Khan said something about his movie, and I think then he said some more stuff as usually does, and Salman was like, "I've had enough," and he decided to file a case against him. And again, defamation is one of those things which is a criminal offense in India, so completely disagree with the law, not even get into it. But if Kamala Khan and Salman Khan had a case, like a court battle, it wouldn't be televised like this.
Yeah. It won't.
Right.
Gladly.
And I don't think there's any other country where is this a normal thing for it to be televised like this?
Yeah, it's not televised maybe, but like मेरा बिल्डिंग के बाजू में म्हाड़ा का कॉलोनी है, उधर पे ऐसा ही सब फाइट होता है उसके पहले वाली को उसने सीढ़ी से धक्का दे दिया था. अगर मेरी बहन को धक्का दे दिया था तो फिर क्या करती मैं? तो ऐसा एक उसका डिट पे मार दिया उसको, तो याद आ गया क्योंकि पहली वाली को सीढ़ी से नहीं, वो एक्स को पूछ रहा है कि तू वो दिया क्या तेरे को धक्का, बोल रहा नहीं रे, वो कुछ भी बोल रही है, वो ऐसा कुछ हुआ ही नहीं है.
Chirag doing the whole of Johnny Depp and Amber Heard trial in 3 sentences.
In Mada.
I've seen these kind of fights before, but I don't know what was so special about this. Like, I don't know why so many people were paying attention to this. Like, what had happened? वो केट मॉस को उसका लॉयर पूछ रहा है. So first question for you, Kate Moss, is do you know who Johnny Depp is? और फिर वो केट मॉस बोली yes, और फिर सब लोग उसके बारे में वीडियोस और कंटेंट बनाया. तो I feel like it's just like बाहर और इम्पोर्टेंट चीज चल रहा है. Like,
अरे बट बेस्ट पता क्या था कि केट मॉस, आप अपना पूरा नाम बताओ, तो उसने कहा केट मॉस, तो पता चल गया अच्छा आप कैथरीन नहीं हो, केट ही. That's who you are. Because it was damn funny to see these celebrities in court.
Have you guys ever been to a court like for minor things? I've been like twice for completely random nonsense. Like once some guy stole a carpet and all. And dude, like that is it's just weird. One guy stole a carpet, and then once I had to go for a traffic offense to defend somebody, and because I'm a lawyer on the side, guys.
You are a lawyer?
No, I'm not. I just had to go.
What?
I just had to go and say, ये तुम्हारी गाड़ी है? हाँ. Okay, bye.
Maybe because you had very strong opinions about how the defamation law is criminal offense in India. So
Yeah.
टाइप का ऐसा वाइब आ रहा था कि काफी इंटरेस्ट ऑन द साइड ही सब कॉमेडी एंड कंटेंट बनाना सब ठीक है. जब 9 बज जाता है रात को तो सौरभ पंत सब ऐसा फैट लीगल बुक्स के साथ बैठ के.
No, but it is, dude. Some of the laws in India are like ridiculous for free speech. Like, the number of people getting arrested for just saying stuff is incredible. Like, it's just anyway, it's a separate story. But dude, there is a show in the US.
Podcast.
Yeah, it's a different podcast, and we'll do it offline.
Yeah.
but, but there's a show in the US which ran for a long time called Judge Judy. Okay,
Judge Judy,
and it's very simple. This thing where there's a lady who's a judge, and people come with minor offenses like, oh, this lady spilled coffee on my laptop, like some rubbish like that, or she slept with my boyfriend or whatever the fuck.
Spilled coffee, slept with boyfriend. It's the
Yeah,
same
I mean, it's equal. It's like this is one case, and the next case
In the
is she
court
slept
of
with my
law,
boyfriend.
it's the same.
सौरभ पंत के लिए सेम है.
वो मुझ पे कॉफी गिराई, मैं वॉशरूम गई, and then she slept with my boyfriend. Right?
उसने मेरे 20 साल की शादी बर्बाद कर दी. सेम, इट्स द सेम.
पर कॉफी गिराई पे मेरे लैपटॉप पे.
I mean, कॉफी
Data
गिरना
कैसे
on
आएगा
your,
वो?
yeah, अपने ऊपर कॉफी गिरने से मैकडॉनल्ड्स को सू करके एक इंसान ने बहुत ज्यादा पैसे कमाए.
Correct.
More
Yeah,
than
yeah.
any
Because
coffee. Yeah.
they were able to prove that the lid was not packed on correctly.
Fact enough.
And not mentioned also the temperature might be hot and all that.
Yeah.
So
ये सब
Yeah.
अमेरिका में गए होता है यार. ये सब
first mover advantage.
मिलके चलता है.
Oh, but you know what the story of that whole case was, right? That it wasn't only about the heat. They had multiple cases pending against them for it being hot, and the lady who, and this is the shit, right? Like you'll read a bit of story, and then you'll read the inside of it, and you're like, oh, there's a lot more to it. Like if you remember, there's a story. I'll come to both. Okay, so this lady, the one who sued McDonald's and got a crazy settlement, she had to incur medical expenses worth about $80,000 because it spilled on her, and she's an old lady, and she spilled it on her car or whatever, and she burnt her whole thigh. And she had to go through all this medical expenses, and so most of the settlement amount was also pending cases or something like that. So apparently the story is much bigger, right? Like, do you remember in the middle of the pandemic, there was this one story that came out that lady sues Gurgaon parlor for bad haircut and demands 2 crores or something like that.
No.
What?
So this is the story, and everybody carried the story saying, "Hey," and all the comments are like, "ऐसा कैसे ये बाल कटने?" And I'm like, "ये मैं भी comment करेगा मेरे बाल को all that nonsense." And then you read the story, and apparently there was some, like, they injured her in some way. They put like they got physical something, and again nobody reads the thing. I don't remember, like 8 months back. So even with all these cases, sometimes you're like, "Kya bakwas hai?" And then you read the actual thing, you're like, "Oh, interesting."
Actually, on second thought, I think I'm remembering a Seinfeld episode wo lid ka kuch
Seinfeld.
connection.
Yeah. It was. I think Seinfeld episode was inspired by this case only, probably because it was the same.
Okay.
It was the same because there was heat and the lid and everything, and that you remember that that lawyer kept coming back because that was their gag. Because वो लोग try करते रहते हैं sue करने की, but वो होता ही नहीं है कुछ भी.
So here's my last question to all of you. Okay, in what situation, okay, is if somebody spilled coffee on your laptop, okay, worse than somebody cheating on you? In what situation is this fine? Like, is that bigger?
See, if you were watching a video of your ex and this person having sex on your laptop when this coffee got spilled, and that show is ruined for you now, then I think that's the worst possible.
That's bigger.
Wow, I did not expect that random.
Yeah.
Okay. No other situations? Okay. Okay, this has been fun, guys. Thanks a lot for coming out. I really appreciate everybody watching. Lots of people sending out. Anchit says Judge Judy verdicts were not legally binding. But no, my point was that Judge Judy, what they did on that show, there is somebody who should do an Indian version of it. Because the kind of stuff that people fight about randomly is hilarious. Like, literally this, usne dhakka diya nahi de. And this is like at the station and shit. So I think somebody needs to do a Judge Anupam Kher.
No, there was Aapki Adalat. No, there was Aapki Adalat for a very long time. And,
but Aapki Adalat is an interview format, no?
Yeah.
It's not a this thing, yeah.
No.
Judge Janardhan. That's
there was something. They tried to, I think, Plus Pay, they tried to do something with Kiran Bedi. With Kiran Bedi.
Oh yeah, correct. Kiran Bedi had this. Correct.
Oh shit, you're right, dude. Yeah.
It was
But
something. Kacheri. Kiran ki
आपकी कचहरी it was called.
Aapki kacheri. Aapki kacheri.
Shit.
आपकी
We did it,
अदालत,
guys.
आपकी कचहरी.
I remember this because as a kid, it always reminded me of kachori. So I was like, it's true. I remember.
It
That
ends
was a
with her
different show.
saying,
That was on substitute.
it ends with Kiran saying, have you earned this kachori or no? You're guilty. You know kachori. Like, madam,
बेल तो नहीं मिलेगी बट कचौरी ले लो.
In the next 10 minutes, if you do not earn this kachori, I will eat it.
Aapki kachori.
It's a great show, man. Kiran ki kachori is way more interesting than. Oh, Kiran, very sorry. Okay. Thanks for everybody watching. Sumaira, Siddharth, Chirag, anything you want to plug? Anything that's coming up? Let's start with Sumaira. Anything you want to plug? Special on Amazon Prime. I've seen it. 2 stories which I really enjoyed. Yeah, it's really fun. Go check it out. Anything else?
No, nothing else. Genuinely, just Dongri Danger on Amazon Prime. Thank you so much for having me, Sorabh. Thank you. I had lots of fun.
Always.
Yes.
Mr. Dudeja.
I have a show in Dubai on the 18th, guys. So do
Ooh.
come for that.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So yeah, अगर कोई है तुम्हारा भाई, अंकल, आंटी, मैं पहली बार कर रहा हूँ इंटरनेशनल शो, तो आ जाओ. और तुम खुद 18th को आ जाना दोपहर को 3 बजे.
wow,
मैं
man.
मेरे Instagram पे स्टोरीज डालूंगा और थोड़ा टाइम.
Oh, wow. Such a cool
Yeah.
guy, man.
man.
We'll talk offline about where you're doing it and all because
Yeah.
anyway.
Even I don't know where I'm doing it. So,
Sorabh wants to know कि देख safe तो है ना कि 3 दिन शो रहा है दुबई में.
Yeah, this bit पहली बार abroad जा रहा है, अभी तक plane नहीं पकड़ा. And what is this airport look gonna be? Is he gonna be inspired by Urfi Javed? That's my question.
I'm going to be inspired by Sumaira's dad और कीले का ड्रेस बना के जाऊंगा मैं.
Dude, if you wear a safety pin dress, you can't get through X-ray, right? You can't.
Yeah.
Be like, yeah.
But
Yeah,
there's a
safety
safety
pin
pin.
allowed
I did
me.
not just wear a regular pin.
Yeah.
Safety for. Oh my God,
Yeah.
safety pins are not allowed also, right? They must not be. मैम आपको
Yeah,
कपड़े
I doubt
उतारने
it.
पड़ेंगे आपके सारे के सारे और आपने कपड़े safety pin के पहने. Anyway, sorry Chirag.
Chirag, anything coming?
No, मेरा एक पुराना Xiaomi का फोन है, मेरे को वो बेचने का अगर if somebody DM me.
So Chirag has a very important dude. Ashish Agarwal says
on
Rakhi Ka
Instagram.
Insaf was a show. There's a show called
Yes,
Rakhi
that's
Ka
right.
Insaf.
That's right.
Correct,
Holy
correct,
shit, dude.
correct.
Okay, you know what? We gotta go back to it. So Chirag, check out his Xiaomi phone. It's a great offer. Couple of things I have to do is go check out my book Vote for Pant. It's online. I'll put details everywhere. And this Sunday I'm in Jaipur. Next weekend I'm in Hyderabad. Then there is Ranchi, Goa, Delhi, Gurgaon, and I'll be coming to Dubai next month or the month after that. Thanks a lot for everybody watching. I'll be back next week again with a lot more fun people. Like today, we have motivated you well. Thanks a lot to all friends, Chirag, Sumaira, Siddharth, everybody tuning in. Love you all. Marry me. Goodbye. Ending broadcast.
Bye.
Bye.